Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's Kristin with Remax. Have you ever saw a property come back on the market? Easy question, right? For an easy answer. I'm sure you have. And there's a variety of different reasons why a home comes back on the market. But the first thing that they actually need before they go back under contract is a mutual release. And that's really what I want to talk about real quick today. I've had several scenarios dealing with mutual releases, and some of them are really easy to obtain, and some of them are not so easy. There's, like I said, many reasons why a home comes back on the market. It could be something to do with inspections, and every buyer is different. So what might be kind of scary for buyer one might not be so scary for buyer two. It could be from financing. The buyer could not obtain financing. It could be because the buyer point blank does not want the property anymore. And a lot of times there's earnest money in our neck of the woods held as for good faith in an escrow account until the deal closes. And if escrow money, if the earnest money is involved, a mutual release needs to be signed saying who that money goes back to. And sometimes the seller wants dibs depending on the reason it goes back on market. And this is where it can get kind of tricky because you can see a house come back on market and yet there's no mutual release signed yet, which means they technically can't go back under contract until that's signed. But yet it happens, and that's where you just need a consultant attorney. So there's different scenarios that can happen, and it could put a little extra stress and anxiety on either party. I've had it where I've been on the buyer side, and I've had it where I've been on the seller side. I've had sellers sign it. I've had sellers delay in signing. I've had them sign only if the earnest money would go back to them, but at least they signed it, right? And that's where if, it continues to proceed, an attorney would need to be consulted. So if anybody has any questions on mutual releases, it's best to consult first and foremost, your actual realtor that you're working with, because everything else is just kind of hearsay. I can't just, especially if you're in a scenario, there's so many parts in play. But just in general, if anybody has any questions on mutual releases, I'd be more than happy to help. And if you need an attorney, I have one of those too. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching.